I know it's not Tuesday. It's the Saturday surprise. You're gonna have to work with me here since we're just starting, so this is where the intro song will be. In this bonus episode, I'm going to review the ICP shows that they've been doing for the month for October. It's been about 2 weeks that they've done so far. The first show they did, Juggalos against Sanity. They got together, sat down, 4 of them at a table, figured that they'll play the card game, the Juggalos against Sanity, which is pretty much the same thing as Cards Against Humanity, Crabs Against Humidity, and all the many other expansion decks and everything out there. Great game, just themed to the Juggalos. The first thought that comes to my mind about that first webcast was, fix your fucking audio! Wow, everything was just static, hiss, hiss, hiss. I think that they had these lavalier mics on, and maybe it was just rubbing on their jerseys or clothes or something. I don't know what it was, but it was just impossible to hear anything. It was kind of funny and boring in the beginning, for a little bit, for the first few minutes, the first round or so, because it was kind of like they've never even played the game before, which was pretty funny. I mean, if you're familiar with the game, it's the great kind of game that you would play if you're just sitting around with a few friends, maybe even on a tour bus or something like that. And of course, I can't fail to mention Jay and his sexy glasses. There were lots of memes about that one, some pretty funny ones. Boom! The second show, ICP Seminar. Let's see if they could do anything about that audio from the beginning and get this show rolling. Finally, better camera setup, better audio, great information coming out. I love these seminars. These seminars kind of give us a glimpse inside what goes on when they're planning these things and how they're coming up with things. Like, I love this time how they argued back and forth forever about the CDs. They also talked about the upcoming Monster Live shows, the rest of them. And I love that the final one's going to be in Jamaica, leaving right here from Miami in Florida. Kind of worries me though, because I couldn't tell if they were joking or serious about not being able to come back to America from Jamaica afterward. But by the time that show rolls around next year, I'm probably just going to say, fuck it, and go anyway. And of course, the big announcement everyone wanted to hear, the next Joker's card. Now, whether you love the name of the new Joker's card, hate the name, hate the concept, wish they would just put it to bed already, or believe in it and think it's great, or just think it's great show, it's a great idea and great to keep going. No matter what of that, the best part of it so far has had to have been the memes. Some of these Juggalo shit posters have been all over the place with this one. I'm not even going to show some of them because they're just downright disrespectful. But they were pretty funny. The next scheduled show, ICP Home Movies. Great show. Okay, so it was a little late. We're sitting in the chat room. In case you haven't seen the chat room, man, it is crazy. Yeah. Just enjoying the chat room. And then, canceled? The next show, ICP Home Movies Take 2. On the next night because of technical difficulties. Probably just couldn't find a freaking VCR. Honestly, I was kind of getting lost on this one. I think I was paying more attention to their stories than the videos, or maybe I was just a little inebriated. Who knows? But I kind of got lost a lot on this one, but interesting seeing some of the old footage, but the quality was so bad it was kind of hard to tell. The next show, ICP's Late Night Fun House Talk Show. Welcome to ICP's Late Night Fun House Talk Show. Now with audio. You gotta admit, it ended up kind of being funny how the first couple minutes of the show went on with no audio going out at all. I mean, you'd think that with this setup, they'd have at least one person standing by on the little set who's just watching the show from their laptop from the stream, as if they were just a paying customer. Then that way they can give a quality control of what's actually going out live, so they could tap maybe the producer on the shoulder and say, hey, there's no sound. But it was funny for seeing them come out from the curtains 2 times and pretending like it was the first time each time, and it was kind of funny. It was a good show from their living room there, which I don't really even know if I buy into it that's really his house or not. I mean, they're saying that it is, but I don't know. Is that really his house? I loved seeing the faces with some of the people who these stories that I've heard about, read about, and I'm pretty sure this is the first time I've ever seen their faces. Pretty sure. Just say no to drugs, kids. Are you serious? Another show? How many of these are there? The Oddcast Podcast, Journey into the Abyss of Evil. Might as well throw in a few more words in there, too. Hope you like mass murderers! Basically, the whole podcast was them talking about mass murderers throughout history, and obviously not all of them, but the big ones. The iconic ones, the ones that, I don't even want to say famous, but I guess infamous? A lot of these, of course, I knew about, but they went into a lot greater details on some of them. I always just think of how many people you walk by on the street, or you deal with at your job, or talk to on the phone, or just even that you're shopping with in the grocery store. Think of how many of those people are just ready to snap. What I'm trying to say is be a little kinder. And finally, for the show before the show from Jay's bathroom, Wicked Clown Campfire Stories. I'm glad there weren't any stories about clowns. I'm scared of clowns. It had a great beginning, how they were just trying to just one-up each other. First with the game of chicken, then the game of chicken and a pack of dogs, then the game of chicken, the pack of dogs, Gertie from Newcastle, who smells like fish and beer. She's got one brow across her head and a cyst upon her rear, but once you get to know her, you'll really love that lass. For when she goes to work, she'll suck the bed sheets through your... We have to cut this recording a little short. The police have been at the door for a while now, and I think they're getting pretty serious. Peace.